Hello, top of the day to you, and thank you for watching Local Pulse. However you came across it, thank you for still staying on even up to this second. This is a program brought to you by Quadripoint Communications. We are in Livingstone at Mukuni Park. Many a time when we say Mukuni Park, just in case you think it's just the front area where you see the curio market, right behind it, there's a whole park, and it's only 3 kwacha to get in. If you ever need a quiet place to come and relax or have a picnic with your friends, like I said, it's only 3 kwacha. It's only 3 kwacha. And no, the council has not paid me to do this as an advert, but it's really a good resource that the city of Livingstone has. My name is Mwenda Lubi Maumbi, and today we are featuring a mayoral candidate in the 2026 general elections, and we would like to get to know more about him. As you introduce yourself, also tell us your recollection of Mukuni Park from previous years, if you have any fond memories.
Thank you very much. My name is George Namukulo Imasiku. I'm the firstborn of a family of 5. One is late, may he so rest in peace. That was my immediate young brother. About the park, it's quite a nice place, quiet. People can actually use this space for studying. In the past, I used to see someone selling drinks here, but it's not there. I don't know what could have happened on the way, but it's quite a nice place to come to.
So you are vying for the position of mayor in the great city of Livingstone. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, beyond your family, and also what has motivated you to stand for this position. Starting
with my school, I went to a number of primary schools in Zambia. The reason being, my dad used to work for the government as an extension officer, so he was moved from one side of the country to the other. I actually started my primary school in Ndola. We moved to Choma, back to Luansha, Mansa, Mazabuka. In Mazabuka, that's where I did my junior secondary school, grade 8 and 9. From there, I got selected to go to David Kaunda Secondary School in Lusaka. From David Kaunda, I went to Evelyn Horn, where I did my accountancy.
Okay.
And from Evelyn Horn, my first appointment was with Minister of Finance as an accounts assistant. From Minister of Finance, I got moved to Minister of Labor. I left the government from that point where I was at Minister of Labor. A private company, G3, offered me...
Is that security?
Yes,
okay.
G3 security company. Offered me almost 3-4 times what I was getting as a government employee. From there, I moved to G3.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I worked for G3 until late 1999, 98, 99. Then I moved to Livingstone.
Okay. So that time you were in Lusaka?
Yes, that time I was in Lusaka. When I moved to Lusaka, to Livingstone, name came, offered me a job as an accountant.
Okay.
And from there, my boss was Don Sheehan. When Don Sheehan was moving back to England, I was elevated to her position. She was the area manager for Nemkem, Livingstone, Vic Falls in Zimbabwe, and Kasani in Vic Falls. Yes, then I worked with Nemkem with no background of chemicals. They sent me to Zimbabwe and South Africa.
So they moved you from accounts
yes,
to now
to area manager.
Area manager.
Area manager, yes. They sent me to Zimbabwe for training, and they sent me to South Africa for training as well. I worked with Namechem until late 2004, when I started doing my own thing.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've been doing your own thing since 2004?
Yes, I am. Since
Your
2000,
own business? Let's not call it your own thing.
Yes, I've been doing my own business. Actually, after learning what NameChem taught me, I actually started running my own pest control company also. Pest control and cleaning.
Okay, so that's what you're currently doing?
Yes.
All right. So at which point did you start thinking you would like to be mayor? What motivated you to become mayor?
I've lived in Livingstone for over 20 years, and I've seen how Livingstone used to be 20 years back, and I feel there's certain places that I can drive in a certain direction if given the authority. That has actually motivated me to
run
for
mayor.
them. Yes.
Okay. We are recording this interview today, the 17th of June, and my understanding is after the nominations, you've been campaigning. From your trail so far, what would you list as the top 5 challenges that you've observed?
As I go around campaigning, the challenges that people have given me, maybe if I start with the market, is the drainage of the markets, the age of the markets. The markets are too old. Not being able to access CDF funds. From where I stand, I don't really understand how it's being done, but the little I'm getting from the people I'm interacting with in the markets is as if these CDF funds are disbursed in a secret way. I've tried to find out, or probably just take randomly, how many people have access. Most of the markets I've been to, they all say, Sitiziba, Lunaru Samba Kubaru ne CDF kwan. Tatunai when CDF. Jitabaga Paba, Baburu Babo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other challenges are you getting from the citizens? You've mentioned 3. Any other?
Any other? I think is maybe the maternity for our women. That's one of the things that we'll need to look at when I come. Probably do an audit of how many clinics have maternity wings and which ones are missing, or where can we set up new ones, looking at the way the population of Livingstone is growing.
Okay. All right. So I want to get back to some of the issues that you say the communities have. The issue of CDF, which is just but one of the empowerment programs I believe are acceptable to them. Do you think, is it the first time that these issues, to your knowledge, have been spoken about? Have the communities not been engaged, and have they not been approached? Have they applied through their local structures? Where exactly do you see the issue in terms of engaging the communities?
Yes. From the people that I've interacted with, some of them say they've been made to fill in certain forms so that they can access that CDF fund, but once they submit, that will be the end of the story. I'll be very honest with you, I've not come across any single person accepting that they've actually had access to CDF.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, from where I stand, how is this same CDF issued? I feel, or it will be pointing in a certain direction to say, maybe during the disbursement or during the processes of issuing the CDF funds, it's not done transparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you, especially as an aspiring candidate for the mayoral position, have you taken the time to go to the council to try and find out these things? Because like for that particular one, the lists are given the same way the pest wedding notices and everything else. they are pasted on the walls at the council, and it's also shared by the council using various forms. Have you been able to check that the people that get CDF are really there?
Yes,
Other than speaking to the people,
yes, as much as I've spoken to the people, I've been to the council. I actually did that once during campaigns. I actually went. I don't know that office, but I was actually given a list.
Okay.
And the projects where the CDF money had gone. At the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know how that process was done,
Okay.
whether it was transparent or not. But the people at the council were so helpful. Initially, they actually asked me to go to a certain website.
Yes.
I tried to do it right in their office. I couldn't access the website. They eventually helped me by, they printed the documents that I was asking for. Yes. What I didn't actually do is go to each and every ward to verify whether those projects that were on those papers that I was given are actually standing in those wards. And it's actually one of the things that I'm actually working to do.
Okay. Which ward do you reside in?
I reside in Dambwa Central Ward.
Okay. And do you know any members of your ward development committee? What's the relationship like? And do you think many people in your ward participate in the community meetings that are called?
I don't know any particular member of the development ward for Dambwa Central.
Okay.
Yes. As I'm in Dambwa Central, I live there. I've seen the state of the roads, especially near the market.
Yeah.
If you actually put water there, you can
yeah.
You keep fish.
Okay. I want to stay a bit on the aspect of where the communities feel they're left out. And the reason is, from my understanding, in local governance, the WDCs are the legal channel through which communities channel their desires for the projects they want to see, and for funding such as not just CDF, for opportunities such as cash for work and several others, even social cash transfer. I think to a certain degree, that's the legal channel. So if, as a person that lives in the ward, you are not aware of who is in the ward committee, as you become mayor, what do you think needs to happen to make that entity perform its role better?
Okay, to make that entity perform its role better, I think what we need to do is to be more public. Can we sensitize the communities about our the ward committees? Let them know what ward committees are meant for, where their offices are. That way we'll be able to, like now, as you asked me, I don't know any single member of the ward committee.
Okay.
Yes. And I don't know where their office is. So if we can make sure that people or the public knows where they are found and what their roles are, that way I think it will help for those people that are saying they are unable to access the CDF funds and other facilities that come with the ward committees.
Okay. In Livingstone, for the challenges that you've mentioned, I am looking at the issue of garbage. It's something that's been spoken about. It's something that even with the council, they keep trying. Even where we are here, when we're coming in, there were some workers, council workers, that were collecting garbage. Where do you think the actual issue is in the way Livingstone is handling its garbage?
I don't know. I definitely know there's some companies that have been appointed to do garbage collections. But the question is, are those companies effectively carrying out those duties? Because to start with, you can't leave the whole burden to the council. It will be very difficult for them to manage. I feel we need to engage private companies that do garbage collection, and as a council we should hold them accountable. As a council we should hold them accountable. And as they do the garbage collection, we have a designated dump site. One of the other ways that we can manage garbage, especially around our CBD, is to make sure that as I come to the council, all business houses will have to manage the space between their premises and the drainage system up to the road. That way, will lessen the burden of the council to go through all the drainages. Each company or each business house to maintain either the lawn, clean the drainage system. In the process, if everybody does that, we'll end up with a clean drainage. When it's rain season, we'll not have the blockages.
Isn't that the plan even now? But and yet we still see a lot of garbage. Isn't the plan that, for each business premise, they take care of their surrounding?
If that's the plan, and the business houses are not carrying out what they are supposed to do, I think I'll carry it personally.
Okay.
Yes. I will, where there's a business house, I'll go and see the people in charge of that business house and engage them.
Okay. Now, the past few weeks, we've seen the vendors return to town. They had left for quite a number of years. As mayor, how are you going to be balancing? Because even when you're talking about, the businesses taking care of their spaces, now you have the vendors who will tell you, this is how we're making our livelihood. You chase us, then you're punishing us. How are you going to be handling the issue of vending should you be voted mayor?
The issue of vending is quite a tricky one. As much as I want the votes, but we need to have clean streets. I'll look at finding a place where they can vend from, so that we clear the streets, and where it's difficult to allow those guys, because in the process they are actually taking away business from the shops. So I'll look at finding a place where to put them so that they can vend from there.
Why do you think they have come back to the streets? Is it because maybe there's not enough market spaces? Because they had really disappeared, except now, just walking down Musotunyo Road, you find salaula, you find vegetables and all sorts of things.
Another way could be the local authorities are not enforcing the laws the way they were doing it in the past. Why? Those are the same voters. You upset them, they'll vote for someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to find a permanent solution where, let's find a place where they will vent from, so that we should have had council police going around even now during elections. Let's do the right thing. Let's not get scared of getting less votes because of the people that we've chased. Okay.
Let's move to tourism. Livingstone is majorly a tourism. We're a tourist capital, actually. Not that it's majorly a tourism hub. But then we've seen that tourism is very fragile. We saw what happened when there was COVID. And even now, there are still certain months where tourist visits go low. As mayor, do you have any plans of what sort of economic activities Livingstone can branch into?
As mayor, in terms of tourism, I would look at encouraging youths to come up with groups, especially those that are interested in tourism. Then either speak to business houses to fund them, or squeeze them in
To
the
fund
city,
them to do what?
to fund them, to empower them so that they can say make curios.
Okay.
Yes, so that when tourists are coming, they will be able to get something out of it. Yes.
It's interesting you say that, because then you are creating competition for the curio traders that are in front here. I think that's something that's, but anyway, I get your point. So from where you're going in the communities, this is the campaign period, and elsewhere we do hear where people complain. They say, politicians, they are there when they're campaigning, they'll say all sorts of things and then they disappear and all of that. What kinds of assurances are you providing in what you are communicating with the community on as to why they should vote for you, and whether you actually run through with the reasons you are giving them to vote for you?
From time immemorial, politicians have given stories, and once they are voted into power, they don't keep the word. For a change, what I'll pledge, I'll do. I'll come up with a social contract.
Okay.
Yes. In that social contract, I will indicate what I've promised people to do. If that is not done, the people can actually use that social contract to take me to court.
Okay. Who will sign that social contract? Of course, on the other end it will be you, but on the part of the citizens, who is going to sign that social contract?
On the part of the citizens, say for instance, if I take the market, I can use the chairperson in the market, or in a ward, I can use either the ward secretary or ward chairperson.
From the council, how many funding streams do you know that they have at present? And do you think those are adequate to help you, should you become mayor, provide solutions to the challenges and your priority list?
Okay, from where I stand, I don't know how many channels the council has for funding different projects, but the money will not only come from the council.
Okay.
Some of it I'll have to go and speak to business houses, so that certain projects in terms of garbage collection, drainages, can be funded from outside the council.
Okay. Perhaps not how many, but do you know any funding stream that the council has at present?
No.
Okay. So what's your relationship like? You mentioned that when you wanted documentation for CDF projects, that they were very helpful. Yeah. But generally, what's your relationship like with the council at the moment? I'm asking this because for the plans that you have and for the position that you are vying, you'll be working at the council, with the town clerk as the chief executive officer for the different departments that deal with, if you're talking about roads, there's engineering department, and for garbage, there's public health and all of that. So what's your relationship like at the moment?
I think the relationship that I have with the council is okay. Look at this. When I went to ask for the information I went to ask for, they helped me so well. Yes, I have no issues with the people at the council.
Okay, so should you be elected, as you're going to set up in the council? Do you think you have adequate information in how it operates for you to meet some of the promises that obviously you are giving as you're vying for mayor?
Okay, I'll not just go and start working from nowhere. I'll have to go and see how it's been working before.
Okay.
Yes, and it's from the system that is already there. I'll come up with my proposals. Of course, decisions will not be made by myself alone. We'll make decisions from the bottom.
Okay.
Coming up.
Okay. From the bottom, just clarify.
Yes, what I mean is from the cleaner in the council.
Okay.
Coming up all the way.
All the way to
the town.
Come August 13, if you're elected as mayor, that's a 5-year term, right?
Yeah.
Midterm, what can
Midterm.
we expect to see
Yes.
should you be elected?
To start with, these roads that are in our compounds, I would make sure all of them are graveled. The drainage system cleaned, and we should not have any blockages, especially during rain seasons. There's certain spaces that don't have lights at the moment. Even where there's already lights, some of them have been brought down by motorists. I'll make sure that all those are erected.
All right, so to a Livingstonian watching and wanting to recommend that another Livingstonian votes for you, why should they vote for you? Why should they believe that what you're saying is actually true? And for this part, I'll actually ask you to look right there. Yes.
All the Livingstonians, I will not choose who benefits from what, regardless of your color, which region you come from. For as long as you are Zambian, what tribe you are, I'm going to make sure that everyone gets a piece of cake. Cash for work. I've got complaints that some of the people are being discriminated because simply they have a cooler box where they sell drinks. It shouldn't be like that. Everyone should benefit. So come 13th August, vote wisely. Don't vote for people that will discriminate you based on your language, based on the region that you come from. Let's do it for all the Zambians. Can every one of us enjoy that piece of cake?
Thank you very much. If there's anything that I did not ask you that you would like to speak about, this is your moment.
Okay, as I come to the office, I think I'll start with looking at the most spoken about CDF funds. I'll consider doing an audit. Once an audit is done, follow up on the projects that are still running. From there, make sure that every other person has access, and that access has to be public. It will be in public domain who gets what, and even for those that have not had a chance to get, the next time we are giving, we start from where we ended. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This has been a great episode of Local Pulse, and we were shooting on location at Mukuni Park. My name is Mwenda Lubi Maombi. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.